Thank you, Mr. President. I am proud to introduce this piece of legislation today in collaboration with members of the HHS committee because over the last year, I've been serving on the Interagency Commission on Homelessness, and those members, individuals and organizations, nonprofits, have been working very diligently to update our regulations regarding how we provide support services for individuals who are experiencing homelessness, making sure that it is rare, brief, and non-recurring. And I want to thank my predecessors on the council and in county government, particularly previous executive Ike Leggett and former Councilmember George Leventhal, for the incredible work that they and colleagues who are still here on the dais put into this effort. It is their foundation that has set us up to be a leader in the entire nation with regard to how we handle our most unfortunate and those who need our support. And so what this legislation essentially does is build upon those efforts. You know, we've already reached functional zero with regard to our veteran homelessness, and we are nearing functional zero with regard to our chronic homelessness. So what this legislation does is it expands the scope so that we include families, which are primarily single mothers with children, and also expands it into seniors. And we would be, if this moves forward, the only jurisdiction in the entire country that provides specific support services for seniors who are experiencing homelessness. And so we know that homelessness knows no borders, especially being so close to Washington, D.C. and the D.C. region. There are people who will travel throughout our region seeking services that they know exist. And that is why we in the DC region have started coming together, working on this particular effort. Just last Friday, I was in the District of Columbia, not yet Douglas Commonwealth, but the District of Columbia with members of the Council of Governments Health and Human Services Committee, subcommittee, looking at a new facility that they just opened in Southwest Washington, mere blocks from the nation's capital. And so we know that this is a problem in the shadows of the nation's capital, and that's why the DC region has come together. And so again, what this piece of legislation does is build on the incredible work that we've done here in Montgomery County and update it so that we can receive more support from HUD, from our federal partners, and from other stakeholders as well to keep doing the important work that needs to be done. And last thing I'll note, and it's an open invitation, clear to my colleagues and for whomever is paying attention to this conversation, that on March 13th, the COG Health and Human Services Subcommittee will be coming to the Montgomery County Coalition for the Homeless's Seneca Heights facility. And so I'll be leading the tour of that important facility for our regional colleagues, regional leaders to come, and an open invitation for everybody to come see the important work that we're doing here in Montgomery County and to learn best practices. But again, we are a national leader in this effort, and this updated legislation, this legislation to update that work will be even more meaningful to the people that we're serving here in Montgomery County. Thank you.